CrossFit 3, 2, 1, go.
No, but nobody heard that part. They just
I know, but it's just funny how it's
I
like
was
part of.
instructing you guys. That's how I was
I
instructing
know.
Yeah. It's
Okay, so affiliate interview number 2 with my co-host Nicole Christensen. We actually do not have an affiliate owner on. We have Mo, and this is a follow-up from Mo from Beyond the Whiteboard. This is a follow-up from last week's call, because on last week's call we had Ute CrossFit, and we were talking about software and platforms, and they mentioned how they're using a gym management software and how they're also using WOD tracking. So they use 2 separate. I asked Nicole, who's been an affiliate owner for 17 years, what she does, and she does the same thing. And every time I talk to affiliates, it seems like that's very common. So after the interview, Mo actually sent me a text and reminded me, I knew this, I just forgot because it's rather new, but that you guys have a system that's integrated, which is rather recent, right? So you guys have been around for a very long time with WOD tracking. And now in the past year, 2 years, you guys added gym management.
Yeah, we about 2 years ago we had like a private invite only for just BTWB gyms, like a small group. And then probably like a little over 8, 9 months ago, we started letting everyone on, and now we're just onboarding anyone that it's like. So for a while we were like only BTWB gyms, and then because we're doing like a white glove service where we actually transfer all your members from your old platform to ours, which is it's really hard, and sometimes I wish we didn't do it. But we said we would, so we are, and we're trying to do it right. So we try to take a certain amount of gyms every month, and we just keep moving them over. So it's been fun. I think we're live in like 26 countries now, or something like that. So
are you guys the only one who have a dual, or are there others who have gym management and?
I think there's other ones, but the way, and not to like disparaging, like we were a workout tracking company that also built gym management, whereas there are gym management that like attach workout tracking, but it's not very good workout tracking in my opinion. Like we have what we call it's like true workout tracking. Like we take your client's number seriously, and then they take it seriously, and then they care about your gym. That's kind of like the way we see it. But like for example, we have one app. Like you open the app, you see the workouts of the day, you check into your class, or you pick the class you're going to sign up for. It's all in one app. I think some of the other products they're not doing. It's like 2 separate apps. They might have like acquired some little workout tracker and attached it to it, but we are actually like just one full app that does it. So I don't want to talk.
And we talked about that. We talked about that, Mo, a while back. Like it's almost, I think we've all been through the wave where a lot of the software systems went toward the all-in-one. And so the all-in-one was gonna do your marketing, it was gonna do your CRM, it was gonna do your member management, your payments processing, and your workout tracking. And I think from a small business perspective, a lot of people started to sort of that became fragmented, because I think that's also probably hard to keep up with. But I know you guys are very focused. But I know you guys have been like very clear that you're focused on the workout tracking is the focal point. And then it was like, okay, well, member management makes sense within this context, but you're not doing other things beyond that.
Right. Yeah. So it's like our mission statement has been like fitness first. So like the idea is like the back of the house stuff is important. You got to do it. It's like, but no one shows up to your gym and they're like, I heard you had the greatest check-in system ever. Like no one goes to a restaurant and they're like, I love the way they swipe my credit card. Like it's a necessary evil you have to have. Like you have to collect money. And that's why for a long time we didn't build it. But then what we kind of decided was like, we want to make the gym experience better. But for us to do that, we need to know what class you're in. We need to know who's in the class. Like we're about to come out with a feature, Nicole, you'll love it, where before class, a coach can click on a button and it will give a quick breakdown for every athlete for that workout that's about to happen. So I think like if it was a CrossFit total, it would be like, hey, Dave's last deadlift was 400 pounds. His last total 200. Was 800. And no, Dave can actually deadlift a lot.
I know this.
Yeah, just don't have Dave go shoulder over head. You're good.
Exactly. That's what happens when I put all my info in Beyond the Whiteboard. He has all the data now.
Yeah, and then like we think like arming a coach with that information before they walk into a class within 30 seconds, but we couldn't build those features without knowing who's in the class. We had these really cool screen ideas, but we can't build those screen ideas unless like we're about to come out with a screen. It's called like a class screen. So after the class ends, whoever posts their results, their scores go right on the screen, but it'll be like, hey, Dave just did his 1,000th pull-up at the gym. Nicole just did her 10,000th burpee. And you can celebrate that. And it's like a little touch point that you get. And we realized, though, that one, no one cares about building those features because all the gym management systems, they really care about lead generation. It's like their number one focus is, can we text somebody 100 times for you? That's a joke. They're not doing that. But like, and what we realized, and this is just my theory, is that like if you have a healthy gym, you don't have a retention problem, so you don't need lead generation. But if you have an unhealthy gym, then you need a lot of leads because people are walking out the door all the time. So what we think, though, is that if you focused on what I think is your product, which is your coaching, your class, your programming, then you'll have a healthy gym and not be so worried about, hey, did we text this person 10 times after they walked into a gym? And so that's just our and we realized we don't think other people wanted to build that, so we just started building it. And then like we're here and we're just onboarding gyms. So like all the features we're going to come out with are going to be all fitness centric. All the gym management stuff we're going to keep it really simple. It's super boring, but it's you have to do it. But like it's stupid.
Like, what do you have? Like, what do you have? What do you have for your gym management right now? Like schedule or a reserve?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can do everything. All the back stuff. You can schedule classes. You can pause memberships. You can have different types of memberships. You can do your retail. You can do waivers. You can do all the stuff. Like the coolest thing we're building, because I had to try to make it fun for myself. We actually, like if you ever use like ChatGPT or anything, we build a gym GPT. So you can go and you can ask any question about your gym. You can talk to it. So you can be like, hey, what's my MMR right now? And we'll just answer. Because what I realized, like while we're building all these features, we started talking to gym owners and we're like, oh my God, they all hate dashboards. Like they don't, what they want are just answers to questions. So then I was like, well, there's this thing that can answer questions now. So, and it's really cool. Like, so you can ask like, what was my busiest class last week? And it just tells you, hey, what was, and what we realized is like, that's actually what you want. You just want to be able to ask your gym a question and get an answer. And so not only do we have all those gym features, we have, I think we're going to, right around the invitational, we'll launch the GPT feature, which is, it's really, really cool. We're just testing it, but it's nuts. Like today I asked it, what do you think I should ask you every week? And it told me what I should know for my gym every week. And one of them was like, how many people checked in last week compared to the week before? And did the unique visits change? And I was like, wow, why does it think that's important? And then I went down this rabbit hole. And so like, we want to build features like that make the gym experience better, but we'll do all the back house stuff. I just think people obsess about the back house stuff when you just don't want it to break. You want it to be simple. You want people to show up. You want them to check in for class. And that's about it. Like it works. That's why there's so many people doing it. That's why we stayed out of it for a long time. Right. But we just wanted to build more fitness centric features. So we had to kind of do it. And everyone we try to do it with, they didn't want to move at the pace we did. Because we build really fast. That's all we do. Like Dave knows, like we don't have a sales or marketing team. We just build software as fast as humanly possible.
But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems that from the beyond the whiteboard standpoint, you guys have stayed workout centric, and that really is what drives the results are what drives the success of your gym in so many ways. And like you said, we just went through something where we switched systems and went back or explored it basically. And it's funny because numerous members said to me like, yeah, like what my check-in screen looks like is the last thing that I care about. Right. And so, but I guess my question then is like, how do you convince gym owners, like when you're looking at like, okay, workout, I get it. Right. But like, when they're like, oh, this is the back end system, like this is the most important part, like all the features that you guys build beyond the whiteboard, like it's awesome. Right. Like just the numbers, the tracking, the data that actually helps your athletes be better and the coaches be better and whatnot. But that's what you've kept at the forefront. Whereas a lot of the other ones, it's like, this is our member management, and then workout tracking is living in the background.
Yeah. So what I think is there's going to be gyms that if you take fitness seriously and you think that you're like someone shows up to your gym because they want results. Like that's why they showed up to your gym. They didn't show up for your community. They didn't say, "Oh, hi, hey, I heard." Like you'll get the community as like a add-on. It's like great, but that's not why they showed up, right? Like I think Nicole, I made this joke to you once. It's like if you show up to a restaurant and the restaurant has really good menus and the seating's really cool and the vibe's great, but the food sucks, you'll never come back. But I've been going to this burrito place in LA my entire life and it has honestly horrible customer service. But the burritos are amazing. And I know a lot of CrossFit gyms like that. Like Dave,
Right.
you and I know CrossFit gym owners that are like kind of mean people, but their gym is full of people because they're just really good at getting people results. Um, and like to me,
Or
like
counter to even another, like their gyms are dirty and their space sucks, but they're great trainers.
But
Yeah.
exactly. And like we used to be that community. It's like we don't want mirrors in our gyms. Like you show up here, you get results, and we'll show you. Like it's observable, it's measurable, it's repeatable. We'll show you getting results. And I think somewhere along the line, there's a lot of gyms that are like, well, we don't want to be that. And that's fine. Like we're an independent gym community. By all means, do that. And I would tell those gyms, do not use us. I'll shake your hand, I'll give you a hug. Good luck. But like we're catering to gyms that are fitness first. And we're fine with that. Like we're not, we're not backed by venture capital, private equity. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. So let's make that clear. We make all the jokes there.
Thank you.
But it's just us, right? Yeah, I know. It's just us. So like we can decide that. We can decide, hey, you know what? We don't need to get 100,000 gyms on our platform. We don't need 50,000 gyms. What we're looking for is gyms that think their product is fitness, that think coaching is important, and that are fitness first gyms. And we think, the way we're onboarding gyms and the gyms that are coming on, like we're going to be fine. And the gyms that don't want to use it, I get it, right? But if you want to if you don't think getting people results is why you opened your gym, then we're probably not going to be a good fit, right? But go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so like, it's interesting because as a user, I love when I get the little, like, I used to think it was stupid, but then I became like really hooked to it. When I would do a workout and it says you've done, and it doesn't know like my history beyond what I've done there, but it's like, congratulations, you just did 100 pull-ups in a workout. And like, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't think about that, or I didn't know, but like the little badges it sends is neat. I didn't like it at first. I thought it was cheesy, but it's actually a nice little value add. And what you said earlier is basically you're incorporating that into the gym setting now. You're also for the user, for the gym owner, basically sending badges and notifications for your clients' milestones as it's integrated. And you can also honestly do that. You probably are, but I'm going to say it anyways, for the gym milestones. Like, hey, the gym just hit 1,000 burpees, or the class, or whatever.
And to me that's important. Like so like we have Committed Club, so we're working on our next version of Committed Club. Again, will be probably around Invitational. Committed Club. So the idea is that like a lot of gyms do it. You show up to the gym, usually it's like 12 times or more, and you're in the Committed Club. So some apps will be like, oh, hey, you're in the Committed Club. Ours, when it says Committed Club and you click on it, it's going to be like, you had Committed Club, you moved 10,000 pounds of weight, you did this many pull-ups, you did this many reps, you ran this many meters, you rode this many meters, and it has like a whole breakdown for you. We send all of that to the gym owner too and say like, hey, celebrate these people. Like they showed up and they put in a bunch of work. And like at the end of the year, like last year, we did this year of fitness thing where we built like the Spotify music wrap, but for your fitness. So it said, this is how much work you did. And people went crazy. Like people were emailing us saying, hey, I didn't know I've done this many box jumps. We're like, yeah, you did. Like you do a lot of box jumps in here. You do a lot of, you run a lot of meters. And so like, to me, that's important. Like it's this weird thing that gym owners started at some point really worrying about people that they were onboarding and people that weren't showing up. But they don't celebrate the people that just show up consistently and are hitting small PRs and are getting better, or just putting in the work. And that's what our whole thing is. So we just want to start building gym management features that do that. So like we want a gym owner at the end of the month when everyone hits Committed Club to be like, hey, here's all the work that these people put in. Like, go celebrate them, right? Like, tell someone like, hey, like, do you know you just hit your 10,000 pull-up? That's great. Like, that's insane. You've done that many pull-ups while you've been here. And
there's also a neat thing. There's a neat thing in there too. Like if you think about the trajectory of athletes at the gym, so somebody comes in, they start with ring rows and they do some banded pull-ups. You know, how many you can really get pretty dialed into what's the critical mass for somebody. Like if somebody has 1,000 kipping banded pull-ups, right? Like, is that when they get their first strict pull-up? You can kind of be like, okay, we know that athletes, hey, you're close. And you can really start to dial into that, which I don't think you get that depth of information if you're really trying, like you said, if you're trying to optimize the results for the people that are there. And it so comes to you and says like, hey, I really want to get a strict pull-up, and you pull up the data and you're like, okay, that's cool. But you've actually skipped every pull-up workout for the past 6 months, right? Like there's an easy conversation there, but you have the data to show them too.
Right. Like you haven't posted a pull-up workout for 3 months. Like, yeah, it's not going to happen. I remember, Dave, I forget where we were, but I think you might've said this where you were like, if you're not doing pull-ups, you're not going to do pull-ups. Like you're not going to get it. It's like this someone's like, I want to get a pull-up. Well, you should do pull-ups. Whatever kind of pull-ups you want to do, just start doing those all the time. And then you'll get a pull-up. I don't know. And somewhere along the way, programming has changed. And I think I've texted you about it, Dave, but programming has changed and we've seen it change. Like the really straightforward GPP programming has kind of changed a little bit. Some is good. I would argue some is bad. But overall, I think the gyms that have still care about fitness are still getting people results every day. And there's thousands of gyms like that. And we think we've built I'm biased, but I think we built the best platform for them. I think we're in 26 languages now too. Japanese just launched.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So Japanese community, please.
So if I sign up as a gym owner for your platform, gym management, can I use Proven's programming?
Yeah, you can use Proven, Mayhem, Cap,
HWPO.
Yep, all of them, and they're all in every program.
And so you could use them and you could track it. So you could use your gym management and track it. How much does that package cost?
Depending on how much they charge, but
how about this? Let's say I wanted to use your platform for gym management and WOD tracking as a gym owner, and I program myself.
Yep. Then you're gonna probably pay a couple $100 a month. We'll probably be cheaper than anyone else out there too. And what's cool about ours too is that so like if you pay for Proven and you're a gym in Germany, we translate all the stuff into German. You know, like so like for CAP, like we deliver CAP programming, and there's CAP gyms that'll email us and be like, hey, like, did you like they thought we didn't know. We're like, yeah, the coaches know. It's like whatever language you set, we'll translate even the coaches' notes, which used to cost a lot of money to all these gym owners, all the programs. We translate in the language they want. So like you can get Mayhem in Portuguese, or you can get it in Brazilian Portuguese, or you can get it in Canadian French or regular French or yada yada. And like that matters, especially for now they don't, like a coaching program doesn't have to spend a lot of money getting everything translated, but as a user, it'll be translated too. So yeah, and I would argue that if you go and you plan workouts on BTWB, we'll tell you. Remember way back in the day when it was first a coach's prep course. That's what you guys called it way, right?
CPC.
Yeah. Right. So we started back then is when we came out with
programming analysis.
Right. As you do it, literally you program a workout and we'll tell you how many of the things you're hitting. So as you program workouts, we'll help you stay balanced. So even if you're doing it yourself, you're good, like, and you're going to be good. So, I mean, I would say like, compare our workout planning to someone else's, like actual workout planning that you're trying to make thoughtful programming. I would argue that ours is better because that's what we care about, right? Like we care about that more than we care about anything else. So like, and not to like hammer that home. think it's important.
No, I think it's important because I mean, you're essentially building this software and platform for small businesses, right? And so I feel like with a lot of member management and just systems out there in general, I mean, do you guys think through like who you're, I don't want to say programming for, who you're creating the member management platform for? I mean, these are small businesses. They're,
Right.
you know, how much marketing power do they need when they're trying to get 300, 400 members at a gym? You know, like what are the features that you could build, but for a small business to be successful, do you guys think through that type of stuff? That like what's not needed?
Right. The difference is we could build features that we could charge more for. We could, right? And I think that's the game. Or we could build features that we think you need, right? And we think, hey, we should build more features for your clients. Build everything you need to run your business, payroll, et cetera, all the back house stuff. You have to do that. But if we concentrate on trying to celebrate your members and show them that they're getting the results, then your gym will be healthy and you'll do well. Or I could work on something that texts somebody the second they walk out of your gym and charge you $150 more for it, right?
Yeah.
That might make us some more money, but I don't think it's going to solve. Like that's a symptom of the problem. The problem is why do you need so many leads? And I would argue is because your class or your coaching or your programming isn't doing it for people. They're not, they're not getting the benefit of CrossFit, and you need to deliver that to them. And that's a hard thing to point out, but it's just reality. And like I think you're right. Like there's small business owners that, I mean, we've been in the community since 2009, and so we're just going to build for our community. Like we don't, like I don't know how to say it. Like you're not going to see me be like, hey, we can also you can use us for if you have a yoga studio or jiu-jitsu gym. Like don't use us. If you have a yoga studio, do not use Beyond the Whiteboard. You're not going to like us. Like we are about, like, if you're Olympic lifting, you're powerlifting, that'll probably work. It's a part of CrossFit. But we're here for like functional fitness gyms. Like, and we can say that because I didn't raise a bunch of money, so I can say whatever I want. And I would challenge everyone else to say the same. And that's what makes me laugh about the whole thing. It's that like, it's not very complicated to build gym management features for gyms that just want you to take care of the back house stuff. And then what I think is the harder problem, it's like, are you delivering results? And if you're not, why aren't you delivering results? Right? And then that's a whole thing that you can get into. And I should keep my mouth shut when that part comes up, because then I'll get a bunch of people that own companies mad at me.
Well, I appreciate the time. That's a great way to end it. I think you ended on a high note. Definitely a fascinating platform amongst many other options out there. So
yeah, for sure. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, Nicole, do you have anything to add? Or
no? Good to see you, Mo.
Yeah, always.
I'll see you in Columbus, Nicole.
Yeah,
and
leaving this afternoon.
Thank you, Mo, for chatting. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.